Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you the very first general readings of a brand new year. We are looking at the first half of January 2024, and this reading is for the fire sign of Sagittarius. I hope everyone's doing well, that you had a lovely holiday season as we move into a brand new year. Thanks for being here, for watching these videos, liking, sharing, subscribing, especially hitting that like button, commenting, those of you who reach out for personal readings and who refer and recommend me. My gratitude, thank you. So Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Also, if you're cross-watching for a Sagittarian, this video is also for you. If you know your other signs, watch those videos as well. Additional insight, additional perspective. And if something really hits home, if it resonates with you and you'd like to take a deeper look at something, or you simply like the reading style, if you are interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can also see that contact info by clicking the description of this video. I would love to hear from you. I can usually respond the same day with more information. I offer a pretty wide variety of readings in all areas of life of all different types, lengths, costs, budgets. There's something in there for everyone. And also still pretty popular right now are the 6 and 12-month overviews I do, which take a look at what's coming in for you for the next 6 or 12 months in all areas of life. You can order at any time of the year, but it's particularly popular at the end of one year and the beginning of another as we begin a new annual cycle, so something to keep in mind. All right, Sagittarius, I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite. Let's see what the first 2 weeks of January 2024 look like for you. Strength. You're being brave, facing fears, doubts, insecurities, struggling with perhaps difficult aspects of yourself, moving forward into something. Likely means change. With the Chariot. Wow, such determined energy, Sagittarius. The Chariot is a card of success through perseverance, determination, and willpower. It references, you know, the old chariot races, the old Roman medieval chariot races. It took a lot. You have to pull together a lot of things in order to control the chariot, control the wheels, control, you know, the animals that are driving it. You have to be able to gather everything together and harness it in a specific direction, not lose focus, not lose momentum, not give up in order to achieve your goals. So success through perseverance and determination. Next, we have the Eight of Coins, or the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Earth. This is my work card, nose to the grindstone. When we start at the beginning of this suit with the Ace, of course, it holds the potential to become the Ten of Coins, which would be long-term security and stability. Here in the Eight of Coins, you've been working hard. You've been, you know, nose to the grindstone, putting effort into something, and you're quite a ways down the path of building up and shoring up that long-term stability and security. Just putting a lot of work into something. It can represent a job, a business, a project of some kind. It can represent emotional issues too, because the suit of coins or pentacles is earth, right? It's governed by the element of earth, which governs the area of our life where we have financial, material, or even emotional things that make us feel stable and secure. The efforts we put into gaining and maintaining those things. The Eight of Coins represents the work put into something. With the Ten of Swords. So tens represent cycle completion and fulfillment in the tarot. This is perhaps one of the more challenging tens because it's the Ten of Swords. It's sometimes called the betrayal card or the stabbed in the back card. It can, for some of you, and it's a general reading so the intensity will vary, it can represent feeling betrayed or feeling exploited or thrown under the bus. It represents surrendering to an ending, and that ending might be challenging, it might be painful. Swords is governed by the element of air, which governs what goes on up in here, our intellectual landscape, meaning our belief systems, our ideas, our ideologies, our perceptions and perspectives, right? So the Ten of Swords represents coming to a realization that something is over, or that something simply is not going to work out perhaps the way that you wanted to, and it's time to release it, because this is a release of something here. Next, we have the Three of Cups. Celebration, parties, social energy, your tribe, your community, your friends, your closest people. Also represents positive social connections in your community. With with the Sun, the most positive card in the tarot. Light, love, warmth, laughter, clarity, illumination, any heavy or restrictive energies lifting up, lessening, even dissipating. Now, the Sun is the most positive card in the tarot and powerful in its ability to affect all the cards in the tarot. Any challenging cards, particularly that Ten of Swords, which it's sitting next to, it lessens it, sometimes even negates it. Just like the real Sun comes out, it touches everything, it affects everything. So too does the Sun card when it comes out in a spread. It acts as a boost to positive energy cards, and definitely you're winning here. And it lessens any challenging energy as well. It looks like, Sagittarius, as soon as you release something, particularly mentally, as soon as you release something, the knowledge that something is over, or simply that it's not going to be what you perhaps had initially thought it was going to be, it's literally like the Sun breaks through the clouds after that. There's a lot of celebration and happiness and just a relief almost of energy here. And also celebration with other people. And it may be that you find something, an answer of some kind, or some startling realization for some of you within your social, within your community, or within your own personal social group. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and theme for the first half of January 2024 Sagittarius is death, which represents endings and transformations, which is quite obviously going on here. Change, major change, but oh, for the better. I mean, that's the gist of your reading. And you know, I've been saying this in the general readings lately. You can infer a lot. If there's major arcana cards in your spread, you can infer a lot about what it's about by looking at the major arcana cards. And it's appropriate that death, change, transformation is kind of the main focus of the first half of January for you, because you have all these major arcana cards which represent the significance of something. You have death, you have strength, the Chariot, and the Sun. This is like change. Change is coming, but you're facing it head on. You, I think, have initiated the change, have acknowledged it, and you're working with it, which is the key to getting through big change areas in our life, is to not resist it, and if we can, to support it and go along with it, so that it lessens any challenging energy during that change period, and the flow moves faster. That's pretty much the gist of your reading, is as soon as you release this, whatever it is, that's the key, that's the doorway. But let's clarify that overall energy of death. The Devil and the Sun. Yep, what's ending? I like to see the Death card energy ending. It can represent specific people. So the Devil card represents unhealthy patterns, unhealthy or even toxic cycles. It's a card that often shows up for addictions, obsessions, negative toxic relationships, power control issues. It represents an overabundance of energy directed in one way, obsessive energy. It's only healthy in the short term, meaning if you have a goal or a project to accomplish, and it has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and you have to focus like almost all of your energy towards it, that's where it can be effective, helpful, and useful. But past a certain point, it becomes unhealthy and toxic. So some kind of unhealthy cycle or behavior pattern is ending here. Major change and transformation. We have the Sun twice in this spread. Twice. Again, as soon as you release something, the Sun breaks through the clouds, literally. Let's take a look at strength. But it also means, again, that something has to end, that something has to die, that Ten of Swords, that death. So with strength, oh my goodness, we have Judgment and the Star. Look at all these major arcana cards. Really impactful time for you. So Judgment is that crossroads. It's a major fork in the road. You're being called to walk a different path. Now you can choose to say yes or choose to say no, because this is a choice. But you're accountable and responsible for the outcome of your choices one way or the other. Typically shows up when Spirit's calling you to a new path. And the Star is renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism, particularly after a period of darkness, despair, sickness, illness. You are having the strength and courage to face and walk through your own fears, doubts, insecurities, acknowledging the part that you've had to play in past negative situations or unhealthy situations. You're moving forward into a beautiful brand new future. Let's take a look at the Chariot. Success through determination, perseverance, and willpower. This is almost kind of like the reward, although I don't like to look at Spirit as kind of a scorekeeper energy, but it is, you know. So the Chariot comes with 2 more major arcana cards. Wow. The World and the Hermit. The World is the last major arcana card in the tarot. One cycle of the tarot, meaning a certain part of your life, an aspect, a chapter, or set of chapters that have been significant, is done. This is a card of graduation and moving on to a whole new environment, a whole new landscape full of different options and opportunities. And the Hermit, you have learned a lot. You've learned a lot. Perhaps some of those lessons have come at a high cost, which makes them all the more valuable. Let's take a look at the 8 of Coins. Strength again. The High Priestess and the 10 of Pentacles. It feels like you have come through something major and it's finally done. You are acknowledging it. You are seeing it as done for you. You know instinctively, intuitively, which is what the High Priestess represents, where you need to put your resources, where your long-term security and stability is. It feels like it's coming in through you as soon as this one thing ends, as soon as this is an acknowledgement of something. It's kind of like something I think that you have known in your heart, in your kind of inner self for some time. But here, you're being quite conscious of it. You're saying, yes, this period of my life is at an end. Something has ended. Maybe in the beginning you wanted it to be a certain way. It didn't turn out that way with that 10 of Swords. I think it's more the death of the illusion or the idea that something was going to be, and I'm not sure what it is yet. We have so many major arcana cards and it's a general reading. So it could be anything. It could be a relationship. It could be a job or work situation. It's about looking at where you've put your resources and realizing it doesn't matter how much I pour myself into something. It's not going to be what I want it to be and what I thought it was going to be and what I was trying to force it to be. And even though surrendering to that knowledge might be painful or difficult, it also closes the door on something, and that it's like, and after that, it's like Spirit just pours its blessings out onto you. Let's take a look at that 3 of Cups and the Sun. 3 of Cups. Lovely social energy here. The Wheel of Fortune and the 4 of Wands. Unexpected blessings, happy surprises, celebrations around home and family, one of the traditional wedding cards. Wheel of Fortune, divine timing and orchestration. Like God's fingerprint is all over this. It may be that there's a truth, maybe even a couple of truths that are revealed to you in a very startling way. It may be that a friend or a circle of friends is key or important in bringing that to you. It may be that you discover something within your own circle of people, within your own community, that you realize that is kind of an answer to something, and that has been there in front of you, right in front of your face for a long time. It could be a situation, it could be friends giving you a perspective that just opens a doorway in your head and in your heart. It could be for some of you in love, you know, realizing that special person, that connection has been in front of you for a long time and you just didn't see it until now. The Sun. Yep, the Fool. The Fool is the very first major arcana card. The World is the last. So here we start off on a brand new journey, not knowing where it's going to lead us, but stepping out of our comfort zone, taking a chance, taking a leap of faith here. Temperance, balance restored, balance and healing. This is a spectacular reading, Sagittarius. An absolutely brilliant, beautiful, spectacular reading. Major changes. Again, there's so many major arcana cards that it's difficult to know what area of life this is focused in. And again, it's a general reading, so it could be any area of life. But it's about realizing that feeling safe and stable and secure for you, coming to a point of knowledge and wisdom about what's really important to you and where you can find that, where that is. For some of you, it's right in front of your face, and it has been for some time, but you've been focusing your energies in a different direction and trying to make it something that it wasn't ever going to be. And as soon as you let that go, the blessings just pour in. Any advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit? Six of Wands, victory, triumph, success, public recognition. Allow yourself to be acknowledged, appreciated, recognized, vetted. This is a card of winning, of elevation. For some of you in work and career, it can represent a bonus, a promotion. The Two of Cups, soulmate energy. And again, for some of you, it might be realizing that a friend or even a closer best friend elevates into something else, something more romantic here. Because we're seeing that within your tribe, within your social circle or your community. There's a soulmate connection here. The King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, male or female. That specific person. And the Ace of Wands, brand new beginnings. It could be you finding somebody new, connecting with somebody new, although I think it's not somebody new. It's just the way that you see them. All of a sudden, it's like, oh my gosh, right in front of my face the whole time. Could be for some of you that whatever change is happening, you're already with a person or a partner or even just a best friend. You're going through these changes together, breaking through negative cycles together. So enjoy the ride. It can be nerve-wracking, it can be intimidating, you can be afraid, but I think most of you are just going to go, yep, I'm all of those things, and I'm walking through it anyway. Beautiful. Well, I'm going to end it there. Sagittarius, those are your messages for the first half of January, the first general readings of the year. I hope you enjoyed them and found them useful. Again, if this resonated with you, or if you simply like the reading style, if you are interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can also see that by clicking the description of this video. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the January mid-month readings. Stay safe and well as we continue to move through this new year, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.